improved roadworthiness will significantly help to save lives on the EU's crowded streets and highways. That's the upshot of a Parliament report which endorses new minimum requirements for drivers to prove, through periodic testing, that their vehicles are safe to drive at any speed. The Transport Committee decision foresees minimum standards and a stricter basis for testing EU cars, both new and older models. This matters because recent statistics from civil society groups and test center organizations point to a higher number of crashes of older vehicles which are not tested every year. Critics argue that the statistics are misleading. Crashes of older vehicles result less from technical breakdowns and more because of youthful inexperience or poor driver training. In other words, human error rather than mechanical failure. But the EPP Group's Werner Kuhn, rapporteur for periodic roadworthiness testing, called the vote a victory of sorts, which will help address today's old-new car gaps and continual changes to braking and anti-collision technologies.
I think it was necessary that we negotiated a minimum technical level for inspection of vehicles and for trailers, for tractors. And I think very important is also that we keep the motorcycles on the agenda with circumstances.
Luana Bedashka of the European Transport Safety Council agreed that measures could have gone farther on testing frequency for motorcycles, which are poorly monitored for roadworthiness in 11 EU member states, particularly those in southeastern Europe.
ATC numbers show that in 2009 almost 6,100 power-to-wheeler riders were killed in traffic. This amounts to 17% of the total road deaths recorded that year, but they account for only 2% of the kilometers driven. So as you see, this is a high-risk group, and it's important to have them included in the periodical technical inspection checks.
Kuhn said a lot more needs to be done, but the positive vote represents a good start in raising the bar on quality and scope of testing.
At first we need an increasing technical level, technical standard for inspection. Brakes or steering, electronics, electrics, lights, and what is necessary on a very high level. And I compared it to the situation in Germany and Austria, and I said, okay, if we put this system in force, we have a very, very great step forward.
It's clear that the quality versus quantity battle over frequency of testing is not yet resolved, and motorcycles remain a major unresolved issue. Nonetheless, there is greater agreement now that all automobiles throughout the EU should be inspected regularly, thus helping reduce injuries and death.